Channel Programming Duniya. Today I am going to discuss about the C# 8 new feature. Today we will discuss about some of them, and in the next video we will discuss some of the new feature also. So there are two video for the C# 8 new feature. First we are going to discuss about the read-only structure, default interface method using declaration and disposable ref structure. So we can start with the read-only structure. So now C# 8 we can create a structure as a read-only also. So what is the advantage? In that case, structure should be the immutable. Whenever we are going to create a structure as a read only, then all property would be the read only. Like they can define only the get only, not set. Let's take the example. If you are defined to the set and without read only, then you can get the compiled. So let's take the example and we can discuss on that. So I can create a one structure that is called to the read-only structure. I'll create some property like public int height and define to the get set. So here you can see I'm getting the compile time error because of this is the read-only structure. So here they are telling me you have to add the read-only property only. So now I'm added the read-only. Still you can see we are getting the error because of this is the read-only. Then how you can set this data? So we have only the get access modifier. So now it's work. So where we can set this data? We can set into the constructor only. Like let's create one constructor public, and here we can define the height, whatever height we can get from there, and we can also create a default constructor if you want. So just I can show you the example so that we can use in our project also. So here we can create a read-only structure. So how we can use it? It's very simple. Like we can just go create a object for that, and during the create object we need to assign some value, like I am assigning the 15, then I'm writing this data to get the output for that structure dot height. Then run this program. That's it. You can say you can get the output. So this is the one of the advantage of the read-only structure, because like whenever you want to set some data, you have to create a object for that. That means the structure is the read-only. If you want to set some data, then it will not allow because of no set modifier is there. So if you want to create, then you need to create a new object for the particular structure. Let's move to the next topic. Default interface methods. I totally disagree with this implementation because it's create a confusion, but it's part of the C# 8. So let's discuss on that. The main benefit of this feature, we can backward compatibility, like we can ensure the backward compatibility with this code. Some code is written to the older version, then we can use this default interface method. So what is the advantage of that? If particular interface, we before that we cannot give the definition of the particular interface, but after this C# 8 we can give the definition of the interface as well. Let's take the example and we'll show you something. Maybe you can get the more clarity on that. So like I'll create a one default interface. So here before that what we can do, we can just define some method we and only declare on that. Like I can take the example like public void default, yeah, get data, something like set data, whatever we can do, set data. So before that we can just declare only, but now you can give the definition as well. Like if I want to give the definition, then I can give the definition. There are no compile time error. It's successfully done. So let's take the example console.writeLine. So I'm going to just print something so that we can understand which method are getting called. So this is a part of the iDefault interface. So let's create a one more class. Internal class employee. Then I'm going to define a different interface. So here this is the advantage. in our the old, if we are going to create a command interface, then we have define some default implementation, then does not require to give the definition here. It's not mandatory after the C sharp bit. Even I can show you also. Let's take this example. Just remove default interface equal to new employee object. Then I just call this method. We have method to set data. I run this program. You can see the output also. Even we have nothing defined into the employee class. So it's support to the backward compatibility. Here you can see the output. By default set data. And if you want to give the generally like we have before that we have to give the definition. So if we have give the definition, then also it will work. There are no changes for that. But only like if you can give the default interface also. I can show you like just I am going to run this program and I am not going to change anything to the program.cs. Just give the definition. Now you can get the output of employee.set data, not from the interface set data. So this is the default interface they have defined for that. So here you can see we can default interface methods. So we can define the default method in the interface so that like if the particular class are not want to give the definition, still our program will not get any compile time error and it will work. So like the older version, those have an interface, we want to support such things, we can. The next feature we will discuss today about the using declaration. In the C Sharp 8, before that we have to define the curly braces. But now after the C Sharp 8, we does not require to the curly bracket. So we can directly using and whenever like the particular method will go to the out of the scope, then automatically dispose method will call, then it will work on that. And compiler also created try catch block to ensure the dispose method will call. So for better understanding, let's take an example so that you can get the clarity on that. Like I'm creating one class. So let's take a I disposable interface and give the definition. Let's implement the interface and let's write something console.write long method disposable. So I can show you like if I'm this is the class, let's create one method. Even I can use directly here, no need to anything, use declaration. Then I'm going to use to the using here. You can see like there are no curly brackets I'm going to use here. Just I'm going to run the code, then you can see the output. We can see the dispose method will get called. Method disposing get called without curly. So whenever it will come to the out of the scope, then automatically dispose method will get called. If we are not going to using, then no dispose method will get called because of we are not using method. So this is the related to the using declaration. So no required to the curly bracket. Whenever we require just use to the using, that's it. Nothing else we need to do it for. So now the last topic, disposable ref structure. As you know, like C Sharp 7.2 introduced the ref structure. On that time, we were not able to give the any implement the interface so that like we cannot create a disposable, we cannot implement the disposable interface. So this is the one limitation in the C Sharp 7.2. I'll show you the one of the website because I cannot show like because now I am upgraded. So now if I will add disposable, then it will work. But before that, if you can see like ref were introduced 7.2 and we cannot define any interface in the ref structure because of ref structure cannot implement the interface. But in the C Sharp 8, now you can define the ref structure Also you can give the any implementation. I'll show you in the code also. And also they have given to the default implementation, like if you are not going to use to the I disposable, then again it will work with the dispose method. They have also show here like if without using to the I disposable, but it's work. Let's take the example and I'll show you also. So this is the ref structure. So now if I want to implement any interface, then it will work. Like I can show you the disposable, then you can see it's work here. Okay, then if I'm going to use like with the help of the using, then you can get the output also. Let's take I can just add some console.write line so that I can see the output also. Using the interface, this is the structure name. Let's run this program. Then you can see the disposable will get printed, because right now we are going to implement the iDisposable interface. But in the C# 8, we can implement the interface in the ref structure. And also if we are not going to implement the iDisposable interface, then still dispose method will work. I can show you. Once it will run, you can see the output. Then after that, I will try to remove the iDisposable interface. Then still it will work on that. Here you can see the output dispose. That means the method disposing is working for that. So let's remove the iDisposable interface. And I want to see like this method will work as a normal method. Yeah, it will work as a dispose method. So let's run the program again. And even here you can see like it's allowed to use the using. That means it's work as a iDisposable. Like here you can see I am going to use the using. Then it means like the if ref structure is there, then iDisposable interface already implemented. Otherwise we can get this error. Like if we are going to use any of class without using the iDisposable interface, then we can get the error for that. Here you can see the dispose method also get called. Like I can take the example, if I am going to just remove the ref keyword here, then this method will work as a normal method, not a iDisposable method. You can see here, if I am going to just build this program, then you can see get errors. Using to the statement convert iDisposable, because we have not defined the, in that case we have to define the iDisposable. Okay, so if we have a ref structure, then the default implementation iDisposable already there, just we need to define the disposable method and it will work for that. That's it for today. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.